Good morning, guys. Welcome to day 114 of me creating good daily habits. I got my book yesterday, the 80/20 running book. When I'm running slower at 80% of your mind program, then work on the intensity 20% of the program. This morning, I'm going to be doing my day 29 of the day 30-day yoga movement with Cassandra, and I'm slowly hoping to get back into my swimming since the swimming pool is getting into it. I'm really bad with swimming. As I said before, I want to improve myself in areas that I love to grow, and one of them is swimming, and I want to get that, improve that slowly. No matter how long it will take me, I want to become just a bit more confident in my swimming. Let's get to it, guys.
Proud of you. I hope you're also really proud of yourself. And for day 29, you don't need any props, so don't worry about that. And we're going to start sitting. So I like to sit in a cross-legged position or just one shin in front of the other, but if that doesn't work for your knees or your low back, you can always just choose to sit in a different position. But think of lengthening your spine as much as possible, rolling your shoulders back, and just letting your arms and your palms rest. So close your eyes as you take a few deep breaths here. The affirmation we'll be working with today is, I speak my mind with clarity and compassion. I speak my mind with clarity and compassion. And as you stay long through your spine, you can just crawl the fingertips out to the sides, finding a little bit more length through your arms. And we'll reach the right arm all the way up towards the sky and find a side bend here. Stretch out a little bit longer through the right fingertips as if someone was pulling on your hand. And keep your upper body as it is. Just reach your right hand back and keep it hovering about a foot off the ground, so stretching into your neck. And let's come all the way up into a little twist. Bring your left hand to your right knee. Right fingertips back behind you, open through your chest. And exhale to release. Switch the cross of your legs if you were sitting cross-legged. And we'll do that same thing on the other side. So lengthen out through your fingertips first. Spine is nice and straight. And then left arm extends all the way up and all the way over. And you might bend into your right elbow to go a little deeper here. Again, push that left hip down. Keep the floating ribs in. And let's stretch that top hand all the way back. Getting deep into the left side of your neck. Soften your jaw, come all the way up through the center into a twist on the other side. Right hand to your left knee, open up. Unwinding back through the center. Let's find tabletop pose on hands and knees. Palms under your shoulders. As you inhale, kick your right heel up towards the sky, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round and contract, bring your knee to your nose. Two more like this. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Exhale, bring it in. Last one, inhale, squeeze it up. Exhale, pull it through. And then you're gonna step that right foot all the way back, roll to the inner edge of the foot, and reach your right arm up to the sky. So this is your modified side plank, stacking one shoulder over the other. Squeeze into your glutes and inhale, lift that right foot off the floor. Exhale, just tap it down. So 3 more like this, working on lower body. Inhale up, exhale down, squeeze and lower. Last one, inhale, you're gonna hold it here. Maybe you stay where you are or you find a bind by bending into your right knee, catching a hold of the foot and pushing your foot into your palm. So notice how I'm not letting my heel go up higher than the knee. I'm trying to keep everything at hip level.
Whoa.
Start to look down towards the floor. We're going to step to a low lunge with control. Right foot goes forward in between the palms of the top of the mat. Push into your feet. Inhale, rise up. Maybe looking up if that feels okay for your neck. Roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. And let's bring our fingertips down to the floor. Straighten the right leg, and if you can, you're either going to hold here or just let your hips go all the way down onto your heel as you fold it in. Try to relax your upper body, your shoulders, your arms. And let's start to bend into that front knee. We're finding our first downward facing dog. Plant the palms and step your right foot back to meet the left. Maybe paddle out the feet a little bit here. Taking our first flow, inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra, push into the hands. Lower, tabletop pose on hands and knees. Palms under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. As you inhale, left heel kicks up, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, squeeze the knee in, contract. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pull it in. Last one here, inhale. And exhale, modified side plank, so straighten that left leg back. Roll to the inner edge of that foot until you can reach your left arm up to the sky. One shoulder over the other. Shift your weight onto your right hand and right knee as you squeeze to lift your left leg up. Exhale, tap it down. And inhale, squeeze and lift. Exhale to lower. Breathe in, lift it up. Last one, exhale down. Inhale up. Moving into your bind, bend into that knee, catch a hold of the ankle. Try to keep the ankle just as high as your knee and your knee just as high as your hip. I speak my mind with clarity and compassion. Start to look down towards the floor, and we're going to find low lunge. So the left foot goes forward to the top of the mat. Pressing into the feet, arms reaching up, open through your chest. Into that hamstring stretch, straighten your left leg and maybe stay up nice and high, or you can let your hips go all the way back towards that back foot, folding it down. You can relax your belly a little here, letting go of any tension in your neck and in your arms. Bending into that front knee, we're all meeting in downward facing dog. Stepping the left foot back to meet the right one. Taking your flow, inhale to plank pose. And this time maybe chaturanga, hovering halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let's walk our feet forward to the top of the mat. Folding in here, and bend your knees a lot so you can bring your big toes together, heels apart, finding your chair pose. Arms extend up overhead, bend generously into the knees. Let's bring our hands together at the front of the heart, chair with a twist. Left elbow over your right knee. Take a peek at your knees. Notice if the left one moved forward, shifted back. Try to keep them in line. And just press to open up a little more. Inhale, back to chair, right away twisting to the second side. Hands at the heart. You're probably going to start feeling this through your thighs, through your glutes. Again, shift the right knee back this time. Keep them in line. Try to keep your hips lower than your heart. One more breath in the pose. Inhale to chair and straighten all the way up. Arms reaching down. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forward, release. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant your palms, plank pose. Hold in this plank pose. And you're just going to drop both heels over to the right. Inhale, lift the center. and then exhale over to the left. And just keep going at your own pace here. About 3 on each side, or 3 more on each side. Try not to shift your upper body too much. Really just focus on isolating your legs and your hips. 1 more on each side. And back through the center, downward facing dog. Stretch it out here in your down dog. And let's walk our hands to the back of the mat. You can bend your knees once you're here. Maybe widen your feet so you can bring your heels and toes out, lowering into your squat. Hands can come to the heart. Use your elbows to push your knees open a little wider. And release your hands. Let's come to take a seat. So I'll give you guys an option for our last pose here. It's a pretty deep hip opener. So option 1, if you'd like, we're going to come into square pose. Square pose means I'm stacking my right shin directly over the top of my left one. So ankle over knee, knee over ankle. This is too much for your hips. You're just going to bring one shin in front of the other. So choosing what works best for you, and I'll just turn towards you guys, make it easier to see. And you might choose to stay up nice and high, or if you'd like, you can fold over towards your right foot. So there's a little bit of a twist here. Just taking about 3 deep breaths. So this is definitely an intense hip opener. Just come back to your affirmation. I speak my mind with clarity and compassion. Push into your hands, come all the way back up. Release the legs. Maybe take a little windshield wiper motion. And we'll go right away to the other side. So either left shin in front of the right one, or your full variation of square pose, stacking one shin over the other. Ankle over knee, knee over ankle. And you can stay up tall or rotate over towards your left foot and fold on in. And totally normal for one side to feel a bit more awkward or a little stiffer. See if you can relax your upper body just as much. And let's press the lift up. Unwind one last time, just letting your knees drop. Come to take a seat. Close your eyes once you're there. Bring your hands at your heart. And just notice how you feel now as opposed to when you first began this practice. Connecting one last time to this affirmation. I speak my mind with clarity and compassion. Cleansing breath in through the nose and out through your mouth. Inhale.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing this.
Thank you, Cassandra, for my day 29. 1 more to go, and the 30 is over. But as you know, I will continue to do this. Most likely, some days I will be out for my swim at 6 o'clock. That's when the pool opens, and I'm hoping to do at least half an hour to an hour session on days that my son is not attending his childcare, right? So let's get to it, guys. Continue to improve yourself by improving what better and becoming a little bit better than what you did last week. That's all. That's how important it is. That's what it's all about, to continue to become the desired version of yourself that you can be proud of in the near future.